What is it? Mine is mine! The IND mine is mine!
Please, don't burst my bubble.
Show these mortals your true forms!
I'm 7 moves ahead of you. Predictable.
I do so. I seem to have lost the surface.
This must be the way. I'll miss you.
versus Valera.
Shall we dance?
Your time ends now.
Hey, I'm doing alright, Trigger. Morning. That's a lot of schoolings. Could go triple Piranha, but I don't really like that play, because they just two get killed. It doesn't get much of a tempo swing. With this I can go coin Wild Paw, and it looks like if they're hitting their weapon, they often have 4-mana weapon here, so let's see. Piranha Swarmer is also going to be quite good at killing off the 5-2, but also if I hit another Murloc, I can. But I think I go coin Wild Paw here. Just good to get that value going. Another early day. Yeah, we're probably gonna have an early day and then nighttime stream. Do have some afternoon activities, but no nighttime activities, and no. So yeah. So probably stream for like 2 hours here. Oh, this is very bad. This is very bad, chat. I'm kind of effed, I think. No. They got the 4-drop, or they have. Oof. Am I about to die? I'm just about to die. This is bad. I mean, this is bad. Well, also streaming tonight. Yep. I just got nothing to do right now, so I figured shoot up the stream. Why not? You know.
Lady Vashj versus Illidan.
Let us test our strength.
It is an honor, Lord Illidan.
You think Blizzard will touch any of the cards before release? No. They could, but I don't think they will. They've done it before with like the only time I think I've ever seen them do it is with
Frost bites sharper than
what's a fast null?
More meat.
One time I've seen them do that is with the Jambore infinite damage turtle bug where they increased it. It wasn't a card in the set, it was a card out of the set that got nerfed, so. Push forward, but I think I'd rather just get the school teacher down. Perpetual here, it's probably Perpetual. All the other ones are garbage. At least this one could be useful, even though it's not very efficient.
We have plotted long enough. Now we rise.
A lot of damage to the face. We actually can put them down to 15, and we get one more hero power put on the 9. So we can possibly just brew count and burn from this point of the game. Why not use Frostbite? I'm saving Frostbite. I don't think the I can't play all 3 fish if I play Frostbite as well. So this is awkward. I might have to use Frostbite now though to kill these. I go Frostbite, but yeah. I guess I have a full clear. Guess I take it. It's probably right. It overloads, which is annoying, but it does allow me to develop and remove. That seems pretty good. So 5 mana for next turn. We get a little more damage to their face. There we go. This. We go this. We're likely to win. So we have an really awkward turn next turn. What's a good top deck? I don't know. Like, oof. What do they get here? Oh, they get Leviathan back. Is that it? Yeah, it is it, but it's still pretty annoying. Might just end up letting them have the card draw off this, because it's not, unless I can double trade. Hey, last champ.
You can't always trust what you see.
Doesn't count for anything? Nope. Just doing it for the good old love of the game. But yeah. Ooh. You know, Shara isn't actually bad at this hand. I can't go school teacher here anyways. I kind of like it. Because I can use these spells for later. Alright, so let's... Actually, I think I freeze this so that I can brew count it down next turn.
It's my turn.
It actually... there's a case for going double face here. And giving them a free card draw, but I think that's a lot of uncertainty. So I think I'm just gonna tempo this because I don't have That's the one I didn't want. We go Macaw next turn. If we get some lucky stuff, we're in a pretty good situation. Go Macaw into like Sleepbreaker. I go in Scabs here.
Let's muddy the waters.
More Iceblood Tower. Okay. That's a weird one. Okay, we go Macaw here, then we probably go Sleepbreaker and Freeze. What are the worst ones we can get? They're all actually all pretty decent here. All have their advantages. Alright, Macaw, don't let me down. It's good. It's not great, but it's okay. Alright, so develop some tempo. So I can get, ooh, okay. So we can get Queen Ashara down, take the 2-mana weapon instead of 2-turn lethal here pretty easily. We go Freezy Boy, that's 3 mana, Hero Power, Queen Ashara, 2-mana weapon, 2-mana weapon, double Frostbite. Probably wins the game.
More meat.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
This is bad though. Alright. I have to not die. It's very important. Yee. What do I do here? Wait, can I actually just have lethal here? Wait, I might just have lethal. Oh, I actually, wait, I go Frostbite. I go Queen Ashara. I go Frostbite, Frostbite. That's 9. 9 plus 6. I almost missed the chat. You see the lethal? I almost missed it. Yeah, that's a pretty sick lethal. 9 plus 6, right? So, chat, I realize I suck at math. That didn't actually work. Wait. 5, 1. Okay, I'm terrible at math, chat. But luckily never punished, right? Chat, I've never been punished, not even once in my life. Oh, chat, I had chat mad at there. If I had 12 mana, we did have lethal, but I did not have 12 mana. So this was a, oh god, Druid mana. I know. I thought I had it. It's like 8. No, it's a 12 mana play. Whoopsies. All right. Boom. 12 mana. I know, right? Alright.
We have plotted long enough. Now we rise.
Take the honorable kill here, chat. So good for us in the EU. But yeah, the EU loves the early streams and they love the full degenerate streams. They don't love the well balanced, healthy individual streams. They're not a fan. Rogue? Dude, it's always a rogue. Healthy streams aren't fun, I know, right? A pretty good hand though. Get the job done. We got some nice mana cheating coming up. Nolan controls Shaman. Hands up, fills up quickly a lot of the time. It does sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. You don't have the consistency to make it. But if you're running an Evolve build, absolutely. An Evolve will be likely a thing next expansion. So. But if you're not running an Evolve build, I would say I wouldn't count on it there. Kind of want to save my Murlocs for clears. I don't know, we'll see. And this is a lot of tempo here. This is a lot of stuff. They haven't developed anything here.
We have plotted long enough.
Ooh. Do I just overdraw here? I was like, maybe I kind of think I'm okay with overdrawing.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
If they low roll this, they're in big trouble. Well, that's not a low roll. Hot damn, chat. Oh, this is very bad. You know what sucks is I could have picked the 3-mana card last turn and been just fine here, but I picked the not 3-mana card, and this game is probably over. Alright, well, this sucks, chat. This sucks. I picked the 3-mana card. I could just get it all back. Ah! Right, whatever. I don't even care. I might have. I mean, this was a 1 in 12, but I could have played around this 1 in 12. I forgot with my yeah. Whoopsies. All right. Well, we're in trouble, chat. Your clock would have been nice. I mean, all I had to do is this. I kill that. I swing back the board. We're in a winning position, but now we're very much losing this game. Ooh, Snowfall Guardian, the scam we didn't know we wanted, but we wanted. All right, chat. Art of the Reverse Scam by Nohandsgamer, chat. When is the whoopsies? Ah, oh no! I don't even get the Snowfall Guardian back. That blows. Oh no! Oh, that was so good from them. That was so good. Defeat is a bad man, as they say. I really needed that Murloc too there. Alright, so if I top deck another Murloc or a Frostbite, we can clear the 8-4 there, but we're kind of in trouble here. Alright, 7. If we win this game, we'll be banned. Yeah, I mean we're probably like 20% to win here. This isn't even like close to over. We're way behind, but I want for Chris. It's amazing the amount of people who just like offer themselves to be banned in this channel. Yeah, look at this. Ready for this, chat? Whoopsies. Man, imagine calling the game over in this channel. Man, every day somebody's like, you should give up, concede, why haven't you given up, and I win. Alright. I mean, we're still behind, to be honest here, but like, we're still behind, but this is very winnable. So opponents should concede. Chat, they have 10 cards in hand, and they have scabs. They're doing just fine, but they're not in the guaranteed winning position that chat thought they were. All right, that's all I'm saying. We top deck a Brucon, we top deck a Gorlak here, right back in this game. But we're still kind of out of stuff here, so we're probably gonna lose. But it's far from over. That's all I'm saying. Both of you should concede at the same time. All right. Okay, now chat. This might actually be over now. Yeah, alright. Maybe this is over. Well, they dodged this one, alright. This game wasn't over. Yeah. Alright. Chat, I got Gigafin scammed. I didn't play around it. I could have played around it, but I forgot to. So lives to see another day.
Uther! Your judgment begins.
Your time ends now.
Probably a rogue. I'm so confused on who to root for.
Frost bites sharper than fang.
Chat, actual paladin or rogue?
I must move quickly.
I could have just frozen, but freeze is valuable later, and then now I have the option of going Blade Master next turn. So we go Blade Master next turn, delay us a turn, go Gorlak, and then from Gorlak, we can go Vulner Pop Off. That's the plan. I still think he might be a paladin. Yeah.
More meat.
I'm 7 moves ahead of you.
Predictable. Ooh, feels bad for the predictable Andes over here. Chet, I actually predicted that. Alright, our hand's insane now.
Not impressed.
Alright. Did we get it? Oh, we got Mutanus. Oh, we got next turn win the game. Feels good, man. Oh, I'm getting freaking this. Ah! Pretty annoying. I think it might be right for them to face tank the 4-3 here, but there's some serious disadvantages to that too. But yeah, I think that's correct.
Oh, it's about to get windy out here.
Witness the skill. Do I want to eat an... there's not really that much value in eating more stuff here, to be honest. So let's just go... cookie here. Then we go this. Ooh, another Mutanus.
Time is short.
Also discover another hero power here. Let's take Mutanus, it's high value. Alright. That was a good turn, chat.
That's all.
And the bottom right. They might die off to zoo. I mean, 40 card decks aren't going away. Will they be dominant? It's so too many variables. But 40 card decks, the more redundancy you have in cards, the better they're likely to be. Because so let's say you can run 3 of cards. Well, then 40. You could run 3 of cards. Probably 40 cards might just be better in almost all situations because you can, you know, you don't have much of that trade-off. So as you get more redundancy of cards that are marginal from other cards. For example, the 4 mana ramp card is really good, not just because it's a good card, but because it creates more redundancy. So it's really good for 40 card decks, and Druid really benefits from another 10 health because it's like usually so yeah. Well, if they're actual Warlock, we actually have a pretty good hand to beat Warlocks. We could use a Clownfish, but we can go for big eating plays. Nope. Chat, dude, why was I even thinking it was a Warlock? It's always a Rogue. Always a Rogue. Right, well. Frostbite's pretty good, though. Ooh, we have Perpetual Freezes if we need them. Problem is we have no plays for the next turn, so... yeah. So yeah, I mean, the future, much like the stock market in the real world, is very difficult to predict. We have general ideas, but in general, it's tough to just say, you know, any sort of... Do I just tempo this out ever? We have Snowball Guardian. We don't need tempo. We're going for alternative win conditions here.
You can't always trust what you see.
I could hold back on this, but I like tempo. I can't go coin Mutanus now though, but I get this nice heal and value trade, so... Ugh, that's bad though. It's quite bad. Right, well, what do I do here? I'm not even sure. There's a lot of pressure. No good eats now. Maybe I do Snowfall Guardian Chain. Like, taking this damage really sucks, so... So I can do Bullner plus Macaw next turn, and then there's a good chance... I also could just go Mutanus next turn if I get a trade here. This sucks. We don't have any spells. Let's take Pelican.
Job's done.
That could be annoying. Alright, no Mutanus, please. Oh, it's at 6 attack. Oh, that's so busted. They oh no, that's so annoying. Ah, you jerk. Alright, well. What do I even do here? I'm kind of about to die. I'm kind of about to die, chat. Brucon sucks, but everything sucks here, so I don't know. Let's just do the Brucon and wait to lose. Alright. kind of getting my ass kicked this game. Just say no and don't die, I know, right? Okay, this is what I was hoping for. So we have a hero power here, so like maybe we can go South Sea and discover something, but like he has to either kill us or like full clear here, which is annoying for them, but still I don't really see a win condition here. All right, what could I get from South Sea Scoundrel that could scam us the game? I don't really know. Top deck Snowfall Guardian would be amazing here. Wreck Fam, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everybody.
Too soon.
No music? We could put on music. Alright. All right. I think if I hit all right, chat. Snowfall Guardian, let's go.
Pick me!
Let's go! Witness the skill, chat. Oh, witness the scams. Chat, did you see that scam? I mean, we still probably lose, but... Oh, let's go. Chat, I'm just playing to my outs. So that wasn't even luck, you know? But this is the scams. I mean, if he doesn't have a way to deal with this, we win. Like, just right on the spot. Like, he needs to deal with this, and his board's locked. The Noggling is a far sight. Ah, they got... But we're still in the game. We're still in the game, chat. And they lost some of their value. The problem is, like, if I don't find a way to kill these, I lose to just Krakatoa here pretty hard. So, oh, you didn't do this. What did they get from this? Wait, what was that? Chat, someone explain why they did that. Well, what do I do here? You know what? I think this is the only reliable play. Yeah, I'm throwing lethal again. So that's all. Like, all we need is to not have an answer for this, and we win. Like Krakatoa doesn't get there, right? Actually, Krakatoa does get there. No. They could have done 2 Krakatoas here. But no, one died, so they can only do 1. Are they going? Ah, wait, silence? We could still win. We have Bloodlust. Wait, this is 11. 11 plus 6 is lethal, chat, right? 17? They get a low roll here. No, dude, so close, chat. So close. All right, we need Macaw off the top, like, right? So close. If they dirty low rolled that, I don't know, like, if they got the lowest of rolls there, we won. So, man, so close. Now, I have to go for, like, school teacher outs, right? Like Lightning Storm. Yeah. I don't think I have an out with Farsight. This at least heals me.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
It's a loss. Man, that was a good one game though. You're out of snowfalls? Yeah, I'm out of snowfalls. No snowfalls left in the deck. It was a good game though. It's so unlucky. I mean, Chad, that's kind of like you get hit by a car, and then somehow like you dodge every like you get in a car accident and like then you somehow like everyone else in the car dies but you live, and then you're in the then you're in the ambulance, and then the hospital accidentally gives you too much stuff and puts you down by accident. Like it's like Final Destination shit where like you can't escape death. Ah, 1-1. Any Nold here? Nold should be 0 here unless they hit yep. Am I getting double Nold? Not the double Nold, chat. This is rough out there. We do have an answer eventually, but like we're kind of getting wrecked here. What do I even do? I could go Frostbite, but I think I want to go Wild Paw next turn, so I'm just going to Hero Power and wait to die. Exactly, Spartany, yeah. That's what it's the equivalent of. There are like famous stories of stuff like that, of people getting real life RNG is a real cruel mistress. I mean, people complain about the deck that they don't play, and they don't complain about the decks that they do play. It's not that complicated, but yeah. Maybe I should just Frostbited this. I kind of think I should just Frostbited this. Actually, I'm kind of dying here. Am I just gonna die? I think I'm just gonna die. Oh, they trade? They trade? I mean, thank you. Thank you for not putting me down to 13 life and easily winning this game. I do appreciate it. Like, I see you're getting this chargy boy, but still, like... Man. If I played any... I mean, I think people, you know, I think that the strong design case is limiting the scope of what things can discover. But I think people like, Discover is an incredibly fun mechanic, despite what people say. Seems very not dying next turn. Yeah. So yeah, so that's the difference of like randomness within the scope of your 30 card deck. So a card people might complain about in this philosophy is the 2-mana card because it's not discovered. It just, but even then it's like like, but it's still 2 mana cards. But yeah, so it's an interesting. I don't have the right like an objective answer there. It's tough. Wow, this is actually such a strong play. Wow. All right, we're in trouble. I mean, yeah, this is actually such a strong play. I'm kind of effed here, not gonna lie. I'm kind of effed. I can't really go Brucon here. Just not good enough of a play because this doesn't die and then I probably just lose, right? So I think I do this and wait to die next turn. Well, I can shadow step this. Like, it's very easy for them to have the lethal here. Yep. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not sure because like people like a lot of people don't like Rune of the Archmage. I don't really like Rune of the Archmage, but lots of people love those cards. I know every time you're in chat, so like everyone's like play the box. So I don't really have a good answer for this stuff. I think it's a thing of people. I think human beings are. It's a thing of people will complain about RNG and then choose to play highly RNG things. You know, people at the casino are always complaining about their luck. So it's hard to know what you know what is actually rewarded, what people actually like, because I don't think human beings are reliable feedback machines in some of these elements, myself included. You know, it's like I have a general point of view, but you know I'm sure I might be in denial about what I like. There's certain things I think it's a lot easier to know. You know, so I think it's a thing of if people are playing the game less, you know, that's a sign of, you know, but it's tough. You really, it's hard to like some of the stuff, just plug in some metrics and be like, oh, you know, this is what people like. You have to have a real philosophy behind your point of view. I don't know if you can like, I know I was listening to the Chris Wilson interview on like Path of Exile. And he was talking about like how like because like a lot of games kind of min-max we use data analytics to be like try and get people in, and they don't really do that there. They have like we have a general point of view of like what we think a great game is, and we know, you know, we'll take some feedback, but there's an element of, you know, they're not going to just sort of mechanically try to make a great game without understanding. I hated it for the most part. Yeah. I think Discover's you know, I remember when I started playing the game in an arena, I loved Discover. And it was so cool. And I thought Discover is the best. So I'm not against Discover by any means, but. So the big thing I've been thinking about, I might write an article on Reddit about this, but I'm kind of figuring it out, is creating the feeling of agency in a game. And what's interesting about that is when I say creating the feeling of agency is you actually absolutely have so much agency in Hearthstone, but if you're not aware of your own agency, it's not going to be as fun. So how can devs create that feeling of agency where you feel like your decisions matter? Your decisions matter. Like I could tell you that if you want to, I might do a coaching stream this week. I think that might be a good thing where I just bring on people and give them free coaching. But yeah, it's a thing of you absolutely have agency in Hearthstone. But if you play and you don't feel that feeling of agency, it's not going to be as enjoyable, right? Like you're not going to be liking it as much because you're going to feel like I don't have agency, even if you do. So how can the devs create an environment where you feel like you have agency, where you feel like my decisions matter? It's an interesting question. Yeah, I mean, and when I coach people, you know, when they like hire me and they pay me individually, the amount of times where people come in and feel like there was nothing I could do, and I'm like, you threw the game here, you threw the game here, you threw the game here. Yes, at the end there was very little you could do, but you could still have done something better. And you threw the game 3 turns ago, and then you threw it again, and you kept getting lucky, and that kept you in the game. Like, it happens all the time where people just think they're so unlucky, and I'm like, no, you actually could have won like almost all the games you sent me. But so how can the devs create an environment where people feel that is true, not just like, you know, it is true, but how can they create? And that's a very tough question. I don't have a good answer for that, but I think that's a very interesting question. Do I ever want to cycle? I don't think I do. Yeah, so I even think so. One of the things I can think of, this is why another reason I think I'm so like against deleting classes like the way they deleted Warrior, is having a variety. Because you as an individual are naturally going to find certain classes and certain styles into your play style. You're going to create that natural feeling of agency. Isn't this an early stream? Yeah, it's an early stream. Probably only goes for another hour, to be honest. And so if you have somebody who they have a class they have a natural feeling of agency for, and then that class sucks, where is it? There's no place charge warrior, and that class sucks all of a sudden. Well, then you have to play another class, and then you're gonna lose that feeling of agency, and you even lose that feeling of agency as a deck player, where you feel like, oh, I have to play this deck. So I think, yeah, I think that's really, really, but yeah, I think that's a concept that I don't have the answer for, but I missed it. So yeah, so everything's gonna be on YouTube eventually, Len. You could also watch the VOD on, you could watch the VODs on the Twitch channel. So yeah. Chet, the truth about the Nohandsgamer stream is you never really have to be here live if you don't want to. I not hit a clownfish? What is this nonsense? Chat, where's my agency here, right? Oh, it doesn't work? Yeah, I'm not really, I haven't been offering coaching lately, Lynn. Why are you looking to hire me? I'm only coaching long-term students, because it's just like, what's a good deck for day one, Mr. Streamer? Do my Water Ramp Druid. That seems pretty good. Like, here's like why I've kind of coached less. One is the stream has been popping enough that it's like worth my time, like financially, to just stream more. Where for a while it was like, all right, what do I do here? That's awkward. I want to. All right, I'm just gonna overdraw here. All right.
My hand is too full. Taste my sting.
But like people message me and they like want coaching and they're just not sure of what they want, and they're like, oh, do this, and I'm like, yeah, I can help you, and they're just not sure, and I just don't like spending a lot of time like trying to convince people they want coaching or not. Like, I can offer you value, but if you don't want, like, people, I understand, like, I think $40 for an hour is not a lot for coaching and stuff in general, but for a video game, people might feel that's a lot. So yeah. So it's a thing of yeah, so I just don't feel like, convincing people that it's worth their time. So what is Stream Cleaner?
You can't always trust what you see.
My hand is too full.
Oh, it's about to get windy out here.
Really good. Get out of here, Tess. Could take Flurg this, but I think I'm gonna take the Cold Lights here. That seems pretty insane. That was a good turn, chat. Who's watching? I don't know. Eagles good player, exactly. So yeah. So here's the thing: if you just keep messaging me on Discord, I really want your coaching. Eventually, I will give in and coach you. So yeah, just keep find me on Discord. Be like, hey, I want coaching. I'm free this time. And if you say like, I am free tomorrow at 1 p.m. for 2 hours. Do you want to coach me? I probably will. I just don't like. It's all the scheduling, and people are like, oh, is this free? And then people cancel, and it's just like, okay, you know, like, and then I put all this, you know, because there's a lot of time into like investing into like a new student yeah, that you have to pay. Dude. I mean, eventually I'll give it as you throw money at me, obviously. So I expect you have to like, it's very important you throw the money. Like if you send it over electronic, I won't like that. Like I want that feeling of money falling into my hands as I coach you. All right. $10 million. Maybe I'll throw them at myself. Yeah. Not that yet. So I do PayPal generally. So stock. Yeah. I get the Rocky style. How much are 30 seconds of coaching? It's still $40. So I'll just sit there for 5 hours, 59 minutes and 30 seconds doing nothing. It's like, oh my god. Theory, it sounds good, yeah. $20,000 channel points. What you can talk? Yeah, I mean, Omega's like a chatting thing, right? Death. Yeah. So anything that like involves sex of some kind is always infested with dudes. Unfortunately, just dudes are more motivated. So. I'm too shy for one-on-one sessions? Alright, yeah, I don't know. Never have time to stream. Yeah, it's a thing of, well, like, yeah. And I've been turning down students. I've had a few people say I could charge more. I just, like, after $40 an hour, I just don't feel, like, if I charge more than $40 an hour, I feel too much pressure to like I know Viper for a while who now is no longer like in Hearthstone, but he had like gotten second place at Worlds. He was charging $80 an hour for coaching, and he was getting students. And like, so it's a thing of, but if I charge $80 per hour, like if you're not having crazy results immediately, I'm gonna feel bad. Or I charge $40 an hour. It's like, because if you take a coaching session with me, I will find leaks in your game unless you're at like top 100 legend. You ask me to coach you on a deck that I have no idea what I'm doing on. That's why. So I usually screen for that. But if you're like top 1,000, or like top 2,000, I like if you get anyone in just channel who's taken coaching from before, your self-esteem may not leave intact. I will find so many things you're doing wrong. It's ridiculous. So you don't have that problem, you know. Like I know I did some coaching sessions where I got like barely any like good feedback. Like when I started Hearthstone, yeah. So it's the thing of Ricky Brookground, probably not. So, but yeah. It's a thing of, you take a coaching session with me, you will leave not feeling good about yourself necessarily. You'll be like, wow, I have so much to work on. So, I don't have self-esteem to begin. Well, then it might be good to hire me, because you'll get self-esteem when you start killing it after our session. And then you'll start losing more because you'll play against better players and your self-esteem goes back to default. But you'll have a small period of time where you feel great about yourself, you know? So, get insulted, yeah. Let's go to I witness the skill, Betty Jar. Alone is weird to me. It's not actually that weird, City Builder, and it's like very purposeful. So, like, it's not like Chat. If you ever go on a date with somebody, I don't know if Chat's ever gone on a date. It's kind of like you can talk about whatever you want, and it's like this weird thing of like, what do you want to talk about? But like when you have a coaching session, it's all about the coaching, you know? So it's like, that's what we're talking about. A date on what? Yeah. Chat going on a date, you know? Going for a date. The dates aren't for sale. But yeah, so when I coach also, I don't do co-op coaching sessions, except maybe at the end of a session. So I think what makes my coaching, quite frankly, better than a lot of other coaches, is that a lot of other coaches do co-oping, which is a terrible coaching technique in my opinion. I think most of the good like coaches out there do replay analysis, which is a far better form of coaching. Because the problem with I don't like co-op coaching is so bad because it's like it just turns into the streamer telling you what to do. It's just I think it's really bad. Oh, lightning storm's just too insane here. Let's go, dude. Chat, witness chat. This is what I can teach you as a coach of how to hit. Oh, and then mess up on the order. Great plays here. Oh, chat, I can go another lightning storm with Macaw. Yeah, well, what's weird is like often, so you're as a like because early on in my coaching, I've kind of switched. I would have students just try to like replicate. This is too often what I taught them, and they wouldn't understand. So a lot of coaching is like getting you to understand the concepts and internalize them, not just like telling you what to do. Because if I just tell you what to do, the moment things change, you're kind of in a weird situation where it's like, well, what do I do now? Do I ever want to like, is there a good Naga or a good Elemental to pick here? I don't think there is. Ooh, this actually could be good because my life is kind of going low.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody? Any questions?
Yeah. Quote for ultra beginners is probably good. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, so that might be case. Yeah, so
Stone by stone,
yeah.
shall fall.
Ooh, dude, feels bad for them, not for us.
Frostbite's sharper than fang.
This looks pretty good for us, though. We have bad RNG. Chat, it's actually extra to have good RNG, so that's the premium package, right? You offer a coaching sex cult package deal? No, but maybe I should, right? So yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, so Chad, if you say, okay, I just like, I'm really busy, but if you like message me on Discord, be like, I want coaching, I'm free tomorrow. Does that work for you? Like, I'm free 12 to 5. I have other things. I have some other, like, students or stuff, but like, if you message me and you say, I am free at this time, it just like, when I go back and forth with people of like, oh, is this day good? And they're like, no. Or then they say, I actually can't do that. And then they say, oh, I actually don't want it. And I just get annoyed. So I have time this week though. So if you want a coaching session, send me a message, be like, yo, help me out. All right. And I'll be like, all right, I'll tell you what you're doing wrong. All right. And then I will, you'll, ooh, this is interesting. I think it's Starfish here because I could go Snowball Guardian, but I think I'd rather just kill these.
Any questions?
That one already attacked.
All right. I don't. Well, I haven't because I haven't had time for new students. I've gotten people same as dates. Do you accept potential? Ooh, that's an interesting justified. That you'd have to have a contract, but I just haven't had time. What? No. That was annoying. All right. Oh, that was frustrating.
Frostbite's sharper than fang. Pick me.
All right, we're pretty close here. It's not harder though, because your opponents are way easier if you have low stars. So, you think it's harder, but your opponents are way easier, so it's a lot easier just to become better at the game. Where if you're at a high star, like if you were at a high star, you might have a harder time because the problem is you're just gonna lose a lot, you know? This is annoying. Do I play this? It just... Ah! I don't really like any of my plays here though, so... Yeah, I mean, yeah. So the getting legend is very obtainable. Why? It's hard, but what's nice is in the world we live in today, you can copy off good players who've already figured things out. So the nature of things is like a lot of us would be terrible at everything, or maybe terrible at 99% of things, but we can copy off people who are good at those things. So that's what's nice about I'm kind of getting my they're scamming me over here. It's very frustrating. So you don't actually need to be a Hearthstone savant. You just need to find someone, or you could hire as a coach. You could watch people's streams. You can watch people's YouTube videos. You can steal their decks. You don't need to actually be good at this game. You just need to find people who are good at this game and steal their ideas. Does that make sense? This is actually kind of five-head, the play they're doing. This light bomb crush stuff is actually going to wreck us here. That is true. If you can't steal everybody's ideas. So, much to teach you how to coach. Ooh, I'm still learning the art of coaching, so. But yeah, so like let's say you had to learn Hearthstone from scratch, and you could never steal people's ideas. You just might not ever get there, because like you're also competing with the world. Can you coach me on getting on a date? No, I did. I don't even know. I'd be like, your deck's not strong enough. You need a better deck. Yeah, so the budget decks just aren't cutting it for dates. Just gonna go up here. Dang, that was a nice play by them.
This time.
Hearthstone? I've been calling it Hearthstone. I kind of like that's how you say it with the Chicago accent, alright? And Hearthstone doesn't even sound right to me. Dude, fucking YouTube has been like grilling me on everything lately. And they're just like, this idiot doesn't even call the game right. Why am I even here? And then I'm like, oh, I guess I see you. Okay. So a lot of early Hearthstone was about information sharing, because if you could share with what the good decks were, because dude, they are, I don't know. Chat, I've been like, my YouTube's been really hurting lately, and I'm really kind of feeling insecure about it. You know, it's weird. The viewership has gone down 50% in about in the last like 4 months. If you look at like my previous expansions, like the Theorycraft streams, like you look at last year's Theorycraft stream for United Storm, and I had videos getting 20,000 views. I had average videos getting 8 to 12,000. And I'm like, now I'm like losing money on YouTube. And so it's a thing of like, I don't know. I'm not sure, because it's weird. The stream is doing super well, but YouTube's doing really poorly. And it just shows you how like content creator success is such a weird thing. You don't know, because like you don't know why people like you, and you can kind of get some feedback, but then like, you know, people will give me advice of things of like, well, I didn't do that in the past, so like, you know, so yeah, the algorithm's brutal. So we're trying to do things to increase the algorithm, but like it's hard. So we're trying to get like, we're really trying to But that's what I mean, Death, on in YouTube in previous years. Like if you look at my YouTube last year, it did fantastic during this time, and my Twitch wasn't doing as well. And now this year my Twitch is doing phenomenally, and my YouTube's like not doing very well. So it's just a weird kind of yeah. So I don't know. So it's like it's just always this thing of like I've got I think at least until the end of 2023 that I'm going to be playing Hearthstone professionally. But like every year I have to decide. Well, that's what I mean. The Switch chat. I have terrible dating advice. I don't know why. Why is Chad thinking like I would be somehow a good dating advice person? I'd be like,
Your time ends now.
my dad. I love every Nomad. We need it. Chad, okay, I have one dating advice thing is that get outside, all right? Chad, if you're not talking to any women or men, or depending on what whoever you're into, you're not going to meet anybody. So you could be really, really attractive and it doesn't matter. So that's the one thing. Exactly, Dazel. That's all I really know.
Frostbite's sharper than bane.
Dude, that is what's that psychological phenomenon? Is it the halo effect? That like because I'm an authority here in Hearthstone, you guys think I'm an authority in other things that I'm not authority? Yeah. That happens like that's what's annoying about like a lot of things now is like everybody gets good. Like if you're an influencer and you get at one thing, when do we find out? Dude, who knows? I think there's a good chance they just cancel competitive Hearthstone. I'd say I'd put 30% chance that it's just gone, but I'd say maybe with BGs being a thing, it probably does. But BGs, there's a very good chance it just goes away permanently. You know. And I can't, like, from a financial standpoint, I can't blame them. From a competitive standpoint, I'd be like, F you guys. But from financials, it's like, it's not doing well, you know? Like, he thinks he's an authority on her stuff. Alright, chat. Witness the rank 19, alright? So are somehow expert politicians, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's like... But I mean, from their point of view, like everybody's saying you're so smart, you know everything. So, and they're like, maybe an amazing actor or something like that, or so. Okay, Colex. This hand is. I don't want to use coin here. Crabberry. Oh, that's interesting. Envision. Is there something like that? Like I know there was I had a friend and she would like really not like good-looking guys because she would think good-looking guys are fundamentally assholes because it was kind of like the opposite of like the halo effect where instead of she would think that they're like she would just have a prejudice if she saw a man who's good looking that they're a bad person, which is like kind of the opposite of what most people do because so it's kind of an interesting point of view. All right, I'm kind of getting my ass kicked here. That's exactly what I'm saying, Dad. Yeah, so it's interesting. There's a lot of dating is weird, right? You know, that's why like the best reason to be yourself is like not because it works, but it's because it's like it's just exhausting to freaking like constantly be like, well, what is you know, it's like what do people want, blah 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 blah, you know. It's exhausting. I'm so dead here. I think my best chance is a bullshit school teacher out here. I'm so dead. I'm just losing here. Dude. Yeah. Chat. So I don't know. George Costanza. I just gotta lose a little more hair, City Builder, right? And then, I'm a little too tall for George Costanza, but you can't tell that online. Try to think of some. This used to be a top 69 stream. Yeah, I know, right? Also way less neurotic. I'm neurotic naturally in Vision. It's only through lots of like mental game that I'm less neurotic. You know, it's so. Well, it's more like, so let's say, what's the thing people are neurotic about a lot, you know? Chad, what's the thing people get really neurotic about where they're just too, like, give me an example. That.
I'll be ready to go pretty soon.
What?
I'll be ready to go pretty soon.
Oh, pretty soon? Okay. All right, maybe, like, okay. Most played Hearthstone deck. Okay. So people are like, oh, I have to have the best deck. I have the best deck. So then the logical counter to that you tell yourself is, I don't need a perfect deck to win. Job security. I think that's a good one. The job security might be there is no true security, but the real security comes from my ability to think and adapt. And I have lots and lots of experiences in my life of me hitting obstacles, adapting. Yeah, I'm coming back later. Probably stream in like 5-6 hours again. We're going boating. I'm gonna get dinner with my dad. Jay Alexander, thanks for the raid. Welcome, everybody. We're ending the stream shortly, but yeah, thank you for the raid. Probably got another 30 minutes. So yeah, but yeah. So if you're like feeling like neurotic about job security, it's kind of a thing of like this. I have to literally tell this to myself because I'm in an incredibly right now because I'm playing professionally in a very, very unstable, very, very unstable job. Terrible career choice, right? But I have to say, like, one, I'm smart, I'm adaptable, and I have all these areas where I've had success in my life in the past. So I need to, I can trust myself that I will figure out a solution. And I have people in my life that will, you know, family, stuff like that. If things are going really bad, I can use them as a temporary, you know, support thing to help me out while I try and figure things out. And that's what I tell myself. You know, when I get those, because I get those neurotic thoughts just like everybody else of like everything's going down and the world's going to end. But if you ever go to therapy, that's one of the first things you learn is like catastrophizing. It's a mental trap that almost everybody does, where you're like, the world's ending, everything's gonna suck, and you have to like get like try and correct that bias if you have bias towards neuroticism. All the time as a streamer, I've realized, well, I don't need to. One is I have to say I am a good player, and a lot of times I've dropped out of top 100 and I get back to top 25. I know I can get back. I just have to I have to just do the process again. No one's above the process, so I'll tell myself that. Right. I think I take school teacher here. Snowball fight is probably it. Oh, this is so good if I do a pop off, but this is so good with the Murlocs. This is unreliable, but Might be worth it though. I'm gonna take this. This might be dumb. So you have to like, you know, have that like it's okay for me to experiment around. But like, I mean, if I dropped into top 4,000 all the time, because a lot of what I offer is, you know, game expertise, it would hurt the stream. It's just no doubt about it.
Any questions? Any questions?
But I still think I would have viewers if I were lower, because I've created myself some authority and some reliability on my point of view in the game that has stood the test of time, and people have used my advice or whatever to help them. So, oh yeah, but I don't think I would switch to Battlegrounds. I've tried Battlegrounds. I'm just never gonna be as good as it as I am at constructed Hearthstone. So, let's see if I hit. Ooh, did we dodge all clownfishes here? Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal, chat. Alright. I see it. No clownfishes. That's brutal. Yeah, I mean, constructed is a spot where, so like one of the things is like really hard, I think, as a battleground streamer, is if you're not one of the best game players in the game, there's so few ways for you to differentiate yourself. Like, how are you going to differentiate yourself as a battleground streamer? I'm not really sure. But as a constructed streamer, you can have a niche that you know and that you're an expert on, which I think is a real nice thing about constructed that BG's doesn't really offer as a content creator. I'm so dead. I'm trying to think of the safest out here. Probably just go for school teacher.
Anybody?
Okay.
It's my turn. Time is short. Pick me. Taste my sting.
What do you think I should do? Maxie, I would say post your success on Twitter. So this is what I did when I started. This is one you want to get out there, like, cause you're top 50. One is you're not streaming consistently enough, not like at the high level, but so you want to be like, so if you stream like 8 hours a week, it's going to be very hard for you to get up there without because you just don't have enough time for like so if you look at like someone who's in my time slot, who's his stream has gone crazy in the last 6 months is Un has gone crazy. What does he do really well? Not as he's in top 100, but like he was #1 for a while, which creates his authority at the game. But also he just streams a ridiculous amount. He's streaming 9 hours a day every day, which is not, you know, that's a huge time commitment, might not be worth it, but like that one was really good for him. But two, a thing is like, so if you're in, you know, top 100, I don't know, microphone quality can be a big thing. I don't think you really need a good cam to be successful. And if you have a bad cam, you might even be better off just going faceless. But yeah, I think so. Like, if you go get top 10 legend with a deck that no one is playing, you go post it on Twitter, and then you go stream it the next day. Your viewership will do really well. And that's part of the reason I got big. I think is early on is I would play decks and no one else was playing. Sometimes my own, sometimes not my own, and I would do well with them. And that gave me a thing of no one else can compete with you when you're the only one who knows that deck. And then people come to you, and a certain percentage of people are just going to be like, well, I'm just turning in the deck, then I go back to my normal streamer guy. But certain people will be like, oh, I like this person. And then over a very long period of time, you build up that audience. And that's why streaming is a very long-term game. It's very hard to just excel at it instantly, so. Just fade people with bad deck. If you get top 10 legend with bad decks, it might even be better than getting top 10 legend with good decks. Because if you get top 10 legend with a bad deck, well, the thing is, a good deck, other people just play it. But if you get a top 10 legend with a bad deck, then you're the only one who can play that, so. Top 10 with garbage and wild, yeah. So. Yeah, it's an interesting thing of like, you know, because it takes one of the things that's like, it's hard to talk and play for long periods of time. I know when I first started, like I would get exhausted. Now I've really like built up that, but that's the thing of like, people don't realize of like, you know, being able to have your personality, but also while you stream is very difficult. And that's part of, you know, if I'm feeling nervous, I know like not many people have success doing what I'm doing of just like chilling and playing the game at a high level. You know, I lose some ranks here, I get them back. You know, it's like that's very hard to do. There's a very small percentage of people who could do that. That's something I offer. But yeah, it's, you know, it's a tough market out there. It's you know, a lot of good, very good content creators you're competing with, and you have to remember that. Yeah, so that's a huge thing too, Maxi. If people want to see that you're reliable, and if you haven't worked on your tilt skills, well then you've kind of just learned a meta post this. But yeah, and that's part of the game of Hearthstone, is not just being good, but being able to adapt quickly, which was one of the things that's so hard about it. I'd say. What do I do here? Yeah, this is so annoying. Yeah, I hate this play, but I don't have anything else good. Yeah, I'll go read Mental Game of Poker, but yeah. So yeah. No longer top 69, I know, right? So yeah, do you think schedule matters? Absolutely. So like I don't believe in the strict schedule. Like I have to start at this time every day and I have to end at this time. But if you see like when I'm streaming like at this like 1 p.m. on a day, my viewership is far less because it's just not my normal schedule. Which is fine. I'm just, you know, we're chilling. But it's a thing of being in kind of a reliable time slot is a huge thing, I'd say. Oh, let's do this. I should have done this early. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's a thing of if you're all over the place, like somebody will start to like you. Being competitive, yeah. So it's tough. I mean, everything's getting smaller. You know, I'm thinking. I think my stream will be successful professionally at least for another year, but eventually I might have to get a regular job. Winning is great. Virtually. Yeah, that's true. It's an interesting thing of like, and that's a lot of, I don't know if you guys ever hear about the concept of talent stacking, where it's a lot of things. It's about, you know, do you have a long energy? Can you hang out? Like, can this be a fun place to chill? Is there good gameplay? You know, and it's about how many things you can stack in your skill set. I think that can be really big. Yeah. I don't really want to go Snowfall Guardian here. Let me see if I can high roll something here. That's high rolling. Do I ever go Bracing Cold instead of Lightning Storm? Lightning Storm's so good though. Yeah, that just sets me up. I can do Snowfall next turn.
Frost bites sharper than fang. Pick me. It's my turn. Bone chill. Leave none standing.
My title of my seed is Talent Stagger. Yeah, so I mean that's going to limit you, but like if you stream 2 to 3 hours, let's say 12 hours a week, and that's kind of what I did. Oh, so even though like before I lost my job, I went pro in Hearthstone. So I remember that was like 2019 or 20. I started streaming a lot. So before I was I'd sort of established myself. I got a #1 legend. I'd won a tournament. I was getting about, you know, similar viewership as you. Sounds like you're 40 to 50 viewers. And then when I started streaming every day and streaming, you know, 4 or 5 hours a day, all of a sudden my viewership went up to 200, 300 in like a month. So I got to think what I would do here.
Bone chill. Bone chill. Bone chill. It's my turn. It's my turn. Time is short.
Yeah, so there are some streamers who I think are phenomenal streamers, like who could be absolutely huge, and they will take 2 weeks where they don't stream, and their stream they lose huge amounts of progress. So I think that's a thing of like streaming. Really, the most important thing in streaming is consistency, and there are streamers who they won't have that consistency, and that will hurt them in the long run. I gotta think what I want to do here. I don't think I have lethals here.
Oh, it's about to get windy out here. Any questions?
Time is short. It's my turn.
Yeah, and that's a really hard thing about streaming, is it's very easy to lose your audience, but you can get it back if you know have the things. But yeah, there's a lot of that stacking. So it's a thing of, if I were to say part of the reason of my success is I am a good player. I can talk, like you guys said, talk while I'm streaming. I stream in a less popular time slot, so I stream in the evenings, where if I'm competing in this time slot, it's a lot tougher. Do you think I always should be playing? It's always good, and that's something you can offer. It takes a lot of energy. That's why I have the Overexplain, because it's exhausting if you're always explaining. But that's something you can offer, absolutely, especially if you don't know what to talk about. Stream at night, my dude. I know, right? So, do you feel you need to succeed at YouTube to become financially comfortable? Do you feel like you need to? I would like that. My YouTube was growing a lot, and it's like that's why I'm feeling really insecure this week because the YouTube is doing really badly, like really badly right now. And I did not expect it's doing the worst it's been doing in like a year. And it's like I said, and I'm not sure the algorithm is changing, but yeah, it's a good time. So I'm in a good time slot. I've created a sort of authority and expertise, an image of authority and expertise. Yeah, so it's interesting, Vaughn. It's a thing of, it's harder of like, some people on Twitch give me such good feedback and they say your YouTube is great. So I think I need to work the algorithm better. So Un has good time slot, chill dude, top 100 legend, 8 hours a day. And he's now, I think he's surpassed a lot of people in a very short period of time. But that's what he's got. He's showing up every day. He's a good player. He's chill, and he's in a good time slot where there's not enough supply. Sometimes if it wasn't for Un, it would just be me streaming constructed, and then like there might be some BG streamers. Banter's not on, Pizza's not on. So that he got big really really fast. Like I looked on Twitch metrics. He's the number. I think he had the number one follower growth for last month. Like he's the biggest growing streamer out there in Hearthstone, which is crazy. Just consistent, chill, top 100, good time slot. Like that's all he really needed. But those are hard things to do. But you're also watching on Twitch, so a lot of people don't watch on Twitch, so.
I see you brought gas.
Yeah, so. Do you have ideas? My discussion videos, I actually worry, Maxi, that they hurt me algorithmically. I did a bunch of discussion videos. They don't get good views, and then I worry the algorithm says, I don't understand the algorithm. I'm learning about it, but I worry the algorithm says, oh, people don't like this stuff as much. So I actually worry that like discussion videos, which I think are really fun, interesting content, might be hurting the stream. Or the YouTube. And then so I thought about turning that stuff into articles on Reddit, where it's not gonna hurt me professionally. But yeah. So
Let's muddy the waters.
yeah, so I think everybody, it's a tough business. I mean most people fail, and it's so yeah, so I don't really know. And it's weird, like some of the stuff that I get the best feedback from individuals is the worst viewed stuff. So, Rarin was a one in one. Like lots of people had tried to have his kind of success, and he's the only one who's made it work, which is incredibly difficult. So. And he's also putting a lot more energy and effort into that style than like me. So should be 2 mana, right? I could play this for 0 mana and get this down. I think I like that better. Oh, it is 2 mana. Crap, chat. I'll just go Wild Paw here and get another thing. Big tempo swing. Chat, witness the skill. Deck, thank you much for the 2 months. We going soon? Okay, I'll end this game. Right? Get on that sub train. Thank you so much, Dask.
We're all set.
We have plotted long enough.
Smaller companies, easier to face dry people sites. Yeah, it's really tough. And it's a thing of, so you know, I have the idea of my general one of my life philosophies is the adapt or die philosophy. But so I just gotta, you know, if other people are doing it, like one of my big beliefs is if other people are successful at something, you can often take the ideas they're using and replicate them to have some degree of success. So, ooh, this is interesting. Farsight is good, but I think I just go all tempo. I think this is real. This is so much stats. And hope this gets there. See if this gets here, chat. They need a good thing from Ashara here. Reliable? Yeah, I mean, so in-game streaming has advantages and disadvantages too. What's a big game, you know, in-game streaming? If you're not streaming really long hours and like establishing yourself as one of the best players in the game, it's going to be very hard for you to have success on streaming alone, you know? So things like YouTube can be great ways, or Reddit can be great ways to get an audience outside of that. So this is awkward. Do something weird here.
Any questions?
Yeah, that happens a lot of people where like there are streamers who, if they keep going for another 2 years and they're reliable, they could be really big. But I mean, it's not a good reliable career path. It's very unreliable. It's very fickle. So people are probably doing the smart decision to quit. Like it's a thing of, you know, I know I did stand-up comedy for a while, and if I had stuck hard on stand-up comedy, maybe I could have been successful, but I just got to a point where I was like, this just isn't worth it, you know? Like, I'm out of shit. Man, this is annoying. I gotta kill this now. There goes all my tempo gains. Someone quit? No, I mean, people are quitting all the time. People are getting back into it. But yeah, it's just like, we're just talking about the being successful in the streaming world and how hard it is. It's just so bad. Oh god, this is so bad, chat. I'm so dead. Dude, Revis has been kicking my ass today. It's interesting if I should have just gone full,
Frostbite's sharper than fang.
yeah, so that's what I mean. That's developing. So if you do things that you find inherently valuable internally, so like even part of the reason I stuck at my job probably longer than I should have and just got another job is I knew I was learning new valuable skills still, and I was still just learning shit, you know? So it's a thing of like, while it's not really what I wanted to do forever, I knew I was still getting value out of that job. This is unwinnable, right? No, we could still win. It's unlikely. All right, here's how we could win. Brucon. Brucon into, you know, I mean, now we're still at 30 life, so.
Frost bites sharper than fang.
Who is that basic is windy out here?
This gets me some freezy boys.
I'm 7 moves ahead of you.
I turned my Bone into 2 card draw here, which is nice. So here's a way we could win this game. They lock their board, but I mean these behemoth lures are really annoying. But
Mistakes were made.
wait, does this live? Do I have any more Murlocs? Is it the last of my Murlocs? I think it's the last of my Murlocs. Okay. Unfortunate. Okay, there's a Brucon.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
All right, we have 1 and 3 to top deck a potentially game-winning top deck. Snowfall Guardian's insane. Macaw's insane. When we don't top deck that, we're kind of probably losing. Oh, that's surprising play. Oh, they get test back. It's not that surprising. But it's not bad for us though. We go Brucon now, and yeah, like. They go test. They fill up their board. So and then we can chain board lock them for a win potentially. So
Let's muddy the waters.
it's winnable, chat.
My time has come to give everything I've got.
Let's go. I'm gonna save the weapon hit here. That was good. It was very good. I've been Plaveling conditioned to say it's always winnable. The positivity bias is a good bias to have in life. It does have some negatives. So positivity bias is I can find a solution to my problems. Some problems you will not find a solution for, but you don't necessarily know which solutions you have a problem. So positivity bias, the opposite of negativity bias, is all right. This is winnable. Now, what's the problem with positivity bias? You might spend your time, a huge amount of time on something you should have given up on. But here's the thing: it's interesting when we don't give up in Hearthstone. It creates for interesting wins, and I think it's a good bias to have overall, because you know what the cost of having a positivity bias, you waste a little time. Who gives a shit? You know, cost of having a negativity bias, potentially losing what was a massively winnable game. That seems a pretty big negative, you know? I think I go Mutanus here, actually. Because then I could go Brand Macaw, or, like, eat a bunch of stuff. Just seems annoying for them. I ate a lure. What a shitty... So I'm kind of just procrastinating, trying to get them to play Tess here, and then we perpetually freeze them. I took the bait. Yeah, I mean, we're still behind here. Like, this is a very tough game to win, and we probably won't win. But there's a difference between probably won't win and won't win. And people, yeah, so... You know, how many stories have you heard of the doctor says you're going to die of cancer and then people survive? Now, there's also a lot of more stories where people got told by their doctor they were going to die of cancer and they still lived. They didn't die, and that's really sad, and that's the norm. But there are people who are exceptions. So it's a thing of, like, if your doctor says you're going to die of cancer, well, you've got one life to live. You hang in there, try and fight it out. Like, that's what I would do. And that's, unfortunately, probably most of the time bad things are going to happen, but you know, that's why you hang in there and, you know, see if you can pull off a scam, you know? So wait, oh, that's interesting how that works. Okay.
By all the elements.
I'm coming.
Pick me! Pick me! Pick me! Pick me!
Oh, wrong one. I mean, I screwed up there. I could have done that and had saved a lot of health on this, but yeah, my hands are. I just accepted I would not. There's all these activities because I had 8-9 years of just horrible chronic pain, and now it's down like 80-90%. I just accepted like I'm never going to be able to do these things again. And then I found the scam. It took me 8-9 years of that. None of the doctors had helped me out with of how to lower my chronic pain. But yeah, so. But what was I going to do? I had to do something. So I figured, well, I'll hang in there, try and find the scam. Wait, they're running a Sharn Vessels and Test? Dude, this list is so... Oh, it's a 40 card list. So I guess it can be afford to be super greedy like this. Oh, they're just going to outvalue me. Yeah. Yeah, they're winning here. Yeah. Help with the pain. It's I read a book, Healing Back Pain. I thought I was gonna have to quit Hearthstone because my back was hurting so much when I was playing Hearthstone, and I was like, I can't lose another thing because I just lost activity after activity to chronic pain, and I was like, Hearthstone was my thing that I kind of gotten around chronic pain with. I was like, I can't lose it. I was just desperate. I was trying things out. I found this book and changed my life. So I think I'm dead. I'm just gonna chill. Hope they don't do anything. I'm literally hoping they fuck up here. That's how I can win here. Like, I'm not winning if they don't fuck up. Like, you know what the right play of them? Hit face, pass. Like, that could easily be the right play here.
My powers are never truly gone. I'm almost out of cards.
Alright, well, here comes the snowfall. Wait. Here comes the chain. We just keep doing this, chat. This is winnable. Fight the urge to spend mana, I know, right, Rekfam? I mean, the right play is to probably do nothing for more turns here, but...
Stick to the shadows.
Stone by stone, Stormwind shall fall.
What? Yeah. Okay.
Critical strike. Just a little field work. Hear that sizzle?
Still lost, right? Do I have any outs for a win here? Let's see how much damage I have. 7. This is 9 plus 7. Yes, this is over. I gotta go, chat. Thanks, everybody. Probably stream tonight, so see you guys. I'm gonna host Theo, so Theo hosts me a lot. I don't really get the chance to host him a lot, so but I'm shooting early, so yeah. Thanks, everybody. Maybe see you later tonight. All right, later, everybody.